Where do you where do you see Timeless going in 5 years? Like maybe okay, 5 years, not 5 years. Where do you see Timeless being endgame?
Endgame,
Yeah,
a brand that it's not just like an agency.
it's really that.
Yeah, of course, but not in terms of like delivering a service. I see it with products. I see it as like not just one thing that people buy into. Like they don't just buy into it and get help with implementation. You also get
Speak.
a lot more of that, and I think a big community,
Mhm.
like a really big one. Um, that's not sort of open, it's exclusive
Mhm.
to people who like share the same values, right?
Yeah.
Um, that's something that I really want, and that's I just think naturally with us both like the direction that we'll go into with the people that we're helping right now and the people that we'll help in the future, like a big community. Yeah, around like business entrepreneurship and stuff as well, but also just about lifestyle.
Mhm.
Like I was speaking with Peak Essentials like yesterday,
Yeah.
and they was asking how the biller is, like what's my record like, and I was telling them, and then they said like, yeah, like I wish I had like other friends who are entrepreneurs who are in business,
Mm.
and like I remember when I sort of felt the same, right? And I think once I did like start to meet everyone here, and I made my own friends in the space, shit just changed so quick.
Mm.
Like my mindset just changed in terms of like what I actually want, like the sort of dream life that I want to live changed. It wasn't necessarily like all about what I want. It's also about who I want to share that with, kind of thing, right?
Mm.
That's why I want the community element within Timeless. That I think isn't something that, like, yeah, I want to be intentional about, but I think kind of happened naturally. And I
Yeah.
definitely want with like a community,
Yeah.
because I haven't been in shit communities myself. I want like exclusivity,
Mm. Yeah.
and like not kind of like people giving without receiving, and then that's like a big value that I have.
Yeah.
It's like
Same.
giving without the
That was
like
one of my rules of the game.
same. Something that my mom just brought me up, like giving without the intention of receiving. Like something I've been thinking about is networking. Like if I came out here with the, or like if I went out to Marbella with the intention of networking, I wouldn't be here right now. You know,
No.
like it's fucking bullshit. Like going to networking events, like it's all about intention. Like going to a place with the intention of networking, you're just gonna get that. You're just gonna get a phone number. You're just gonna get a card. But if you go there with the intention of making friends, a they'll also, like if you're ever in need of something, it's actually better than having a network because
Yeah.
they'll actually give it to you without again expecting to receive something in return. But B, you get to just do cool shit like this and share memories and make memories and share moments with people who are aligned with you. Um, so yeah, that's what I'd want with the community,
Yeah.
like that those sort of values.
And that's what exactly this means. It's the start of that. This piece of clothing right here
Yeah,
is the start of that because I only want to share that with people who are in line with that. And
yeah, an unfinished mission, but it's much better to go through an unfinished mission when it's shared as well.
yeah,
Everyone's going through that same mission.
they are.
Like obviously the mission looks different for everyone else, but the end goal is the same. How you go about the process is the same.
Mm.
Current situation is probably the same as well.
Yeah, definitely. I really love the idea of what Frost did as well. Like I think in terms of the community, that's exactly what I wanted. Like literally this.
Yeah,
Like I want the community to. Obviously, I know in terms of actual business wise, yeah, I would rather more than 50 people in there, and not crazy numbers, just so we can actually make sure we know who's getting in there.
yeah,
But I would really like to make it more of like a friend group, just
yeah,
rather than a community where we're all friends. No one's like needy for attention, and they're not messaging the group chat like just trying to make like get everyone
yeah,
going somewhere. They all understand that we have places to be, and we will eventually align just like we did today.
yeah,
Not today, sorry. This last part of January,
yeah. I agree.
and that's what I want the community
Yeah,
to look like.
and I think on that note as well, like something alongside like a community is much more in person shit.
Yeah.
Like we'll probably do this every few months, right? Like we'll go back home after this trip, lock it and do work for a few months, and then like the sort of thing to look forward to, right? After that, the reward
Yeah.
is a trip like this, well, we'll just do work. We're just in a nicer place,
thing,
in a
yeah,
nicer
no.
setting with nicer people. Like that's one thing that I think. Like I personally, that I think a lot of other people need is that more sort of in-person style. Like one thing that I'll openly say that I'm jealous about 9 to 5ers in corporate lifestyle is like the office vibes. Like even like they work 8 hours a day, but they still go in and see people that they like. Like I imagine most people do anyway. But going in and just being around people, you know, like being alone in your room for like fucking 12 hours a day. It definitely has an effect on you. I think like you just get in your own head a little bit more.
Yeah. But you also
Your
need
ideas
that.
are limited, but
No, you also need that, I think.
yeah, no, you definitely do, right? But I think like for a prolonged period of time without actually speaking to other people and bouncing ideas from them and seeing what they're doing right and seeing what they're doing wrong, learning from their experiences and what they say to you. It's just needed, and just the fucking just being around people, right? Like
Yeah, it raises your frequency a lot.
yeah, that's the right word. Raising your frequency, 100%, 100%. Helps you sort of be that person again, like
That you want to become.
that you want to become. Yeah,
You just have friends that are, you now know are keeping you accountable to that.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And like some people that you'll be around are doing better than you, and you're like, you know, want to catch up. And another thing as well with like this in-person stuff is like you don't want to be that guy in 3 months where nothing's changed. You come back and like the business is the same, everyone else has progressed, and you're leaving behind. It's kind of like when you're playing sports, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be the guy who's the fucking worst on the team. You just you don't want to be left behind, right? You don't want to be on the fucking bench because you will. Like, that's the game that we're in. Like, like if you don't move with speed and momentum, like you'll just get left behind.
I had another question. Yeah, what's the most what's the best you felt like with a client? It could be a result, it could be like a message, it could be like the work you've done for them.
I don't think there's like. I think like I mean if we're talking about a singular best moment, it's probably just Matthew because he was our first one.
Yeah.
And then when he first sent that WhatsApp message saying like just signed a 2.5k client.
Yeah.
I was like fuck. But I think that's because it was like the first time. But I think it's more just like the little things, like when we're on calls with them. Like, I'm big on facial expressions. Like when I can see people's face like light up, even if they don't say like, "Oh, I'm really excited about this. I'm really happy about this." When I, when I say something and I can tell it's shifted their perspective, I can see it in their face, like the eyes, the pupils widen and shit. I think those things, like that's what it's about. Again, like shifting perspectives, showing them new things, and like kind of just seeing those facial expressions. Like it gives me like a grin inside, you know.
It's a good one.
Like I had that with Corey yesterday.
Yeah.
Like we did the sales training, right, and like a sales role play.
Yeah.
And like one thing that he struggles with, right, is, and I think a lot of people struggle with, is kind of like being that person on sales calls. Like especially when you're beginning, you're kind of scared to challenge anybody on sales calls, right?
Yeah.
Because you're so desperate for a client, like you'll do anything. But then when they, you know, they get a call from work, and the guy's like $30 an hour, he basically said to me, you know, like I feel like I'd just end up bowing down to that and say yeah, because I'm scared to say no, and have like an awkward conversation about price. It's kind of what we've been saying for like the past few weeks. It's that's like fundamentally a mindset thing, right? It's like kind of got to be the person, and like to be the person who signs the high ticket clients. That person is obviously capable of having these difficult conversations and awkward conversations. So you kind of got to like obviously practice it, right, with reps.
I think with that, our life experience has actually added up to that, because with getting nervous on sales calls and all those different types of things, like I really like this analogy, and I really think back to it when I'm on sales calls and dropping price or whether it's hard conversation, and it's like you know when you get embarrassed in front of a girl.
Yeah.
There's guys who really just lean into that embarrassment, and genuinely those girls actually laugh at them.
Yeah.
But there's certain guys that can just make a joke out of it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, that's so true.
And I feel like that is exactly what that awkward conversation leans into.
Oh yeah. 100%.
And just fucking leaning into the fact, yeah, mate, I am charging you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I am embarrassed and I'm crack a joke kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that for me just made me so confident in sales. I'm just like, yeah, like, I really couldn't give a shit what I get from this
Yeah.
call. My goal is to help you. And if I've helped you, I don't really expect to sell, but I am gonna fucking I'm gonna pitch you.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that was the mindset switch when I started taking the sales calls. I was just like, I'm not gonna act like I'm a sales guru or whatever that is.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be me and be as confident as I can, because I know the frequency is the most important part in sales calls. I've jumped on calls with people and I just hate being there.
Yeah.
Why would you want to jump on a call with someone who's trying to sell you and you just don't even like them?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the first step, let alone
100%.
all the other stuff that comes with it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really
For the
focused on.
frameworks, before anything like that.
Yeah.
That I agree.
Really good fucking analogy. I just need to put it into words.
Yeah. That was a good content idea. What I just said then about Corey.
Yeah.
About like the awkwardness, the awkward conversations, because like when you're like very beginner like Corey, never actually had like a full on sales call.
Yeah.
That's always going to be the case.
Always.
Because
always
like
is.
the main thing you overcome that is just with reps. Like the more sales calls you have, the more awkward conversations you have. You just get better at naturally, just like almost anything that you do. But the first bit is always like the hardest bit.
Yeah.
So I like my answer to him was like, "Brother, you just gotta fucking do it." That was basically what I said to him. I was like, you know, I could give you like any tips, tricks, but it doesn't matter what. Like when that conversation happens, you're still gonna feel fucking awkward because it's never happened before. So
yeah,
I was like, you're just gonna have to fucking do it. Write down on a big piece of paper in big bold writing saying, just do it, right? Like if that awkward conversation's up, like looking at shit, I just gotta do it.
like practicing the price drop, like actually saying it how you want to say it. Yeah. No, it's true.
And again, I think that's like why we're doing what we're doing. I think that's like outside of the deliverables we give, the outcomes we deliver. That's also it. It's like knowing. I think Donovan said this as well, but like Corey knows that we're going to be here, and he doesn't want to send in a WhatsApp group chat. Like, yeah, just close the client for $30 an hour.
Yeah.
You know, I know he wouldn't want to say that because he knows that we wouldn't be happy with that.
And that's the community part that we need.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Holding them accountable to themselves, basically.
Yeah.
Because it does actually come back to that being a lone factor that we really need to find out how to tap into in our messaging.
Yes.
Because just saying like, oh, we'll be the team behind you, obviously does not work. But every single person we've worked with has felt so alone until we've worked with them and they feel like we're friends.
Yeah.
Donovan had such an awkward conversation with me. It's like, I see you guys, my friends. Like when we first signed him as a client, I was like, yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
And then he asked me like, can I ask you a serious question? And I was like, yeah, cool. And he said, since you're I was speaking about how I'm in Steph's community. I was like, since you're a client of that guy, like, does the friendship not like change? I was like, no, it's stronger.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what they need.
Yeah.
They need to see the other side of it.
Yeah.
Through us.
100%. I agree.
Because I almost see that kind of thing is like almost being like they're almost like our kids, and they have to live up to our standards, kind of thing.
Yeah. That's it. It's kind of like the reverse of that as well. As like, as soon as you get a win, the first thing that you want to do is tell your mates. It's kind of like in school, you know, like fucking. Like if you scored a banging goal on Sunday, and you can't wait to go to school on Monday and fucking like tell everyone about the fucking goal you scored in football, like whatever, like, or like you did something funny in class that you can't wait to tell everyone like at lunchtime, you know. It's kind of the same when you get a win. Like the first thing that you want to do is like open up WhatsApp and text all your mates, kind of thing. A little bit like with Johnny with the sales call, even when it didn't go well, like, the first thing he did was send us a voice note. Like Matthew doesn't have that. We have to ask him about his results. He's not really bought into it. But Donovan, first thing that he does is send a screenshot
of his fucking test that he passed.
Yeah, literally.
Like, yeah.
And I was actually happy to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That's so true compared to like Donovan versus Matthew.
In
so terms of like, yeah.
What do you think?
Donovan's bought into it. I wonder what the difference is.
I think there's just no brand behind it. With Matthew, like,
yeah,
he doesn't care about timeless.
I think
cares
it's about
the results it gives.
Yeah, not even that. I think it's just about his perception of us. I think Matthew just sees us again as like a bit of a helping hand when he needs us. Donovan sort of like, again, like sees us as friends, but also like mentors in a way, I guess. I think it's about their perception of us as well. I was gonna say something then.
How do you think we could shift that perception for Matthew when we sign him on again? What do you think the changes need to be?
I think sometimes to like shift someone's perception, like you have to challenge them in a way.
Yeah.
Like we've never really challenged Matthew in any way.
No, we
And I
haven't.
think a part of the reason of that is because it's like when he joined us, he was actually doing well. Like when we first started, he was technically making more money than us, right? So it's very difficult trying to be like an authority and challenge someone when they're on the outside on paper doing better than you. But I think the first step's like actually shifting like his perspective and him actually seeing us as more than what he does right now is challenging him on something.
Yeah. No, there's so many things to challenge him on.
Yeah,
First of all, his replies,
his 9 to 5.
his 9 to 5. Actually challenge him on that, not just saying, "Oh, you got to quit it." And he's
Yeah,
like, "Yeah."
I think we need to map that out for future clients because I mean, like I said, another rule of the game I had and something that's in my 3Ms is like everyone, it's like everyone can change, everyone can do like nothing's impossible, everyone can make it essentially, and then kind of like something that I've learned sort of like along the way, like I used to hate like in school, I hated like 99% of people.
Yeah.
Like in year 7, I didn't like anyone. But then like in year 11, I liked everyone. Like the more conversations I had, it's kind of like, yeah, not judging the book by its cover, but also like most people are actually sound. You just got to get to know them, kind of thing.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that, to be fair, but
No, that's what this video is for.
yeah,
We're not. I don't know if we'll ever post it, but this video is just for content ideas. Every time I don't have content ideas, I just sit and speak
yeah,
because you just need to relax your brain and get into that flow.
yeah.
And I think just we've got several content ideas of that. Let's maybe go into a different topic and slightly change
Yeah,
it.
I'm just gonna write these down in my notes real quick.
We'll get them out. We'll get them out.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
More the let's go into the personal brand side of things.
Okay.
Why do you feel like you need a personal brand other than getting inbound clients? If you knew you could never get an inbound client, would you still post in your personal brand?
Yeah.
Why?
I think just like there's a few things. I like documenting my life in terms of like in 3 years I can look back and see how far I've come.
Okay.
And I think basically like showing other people what's possible. Like the reason why I actually got started in this whole shit, like this whole online space, is because I saw other people doing it. So like me documenting my life and working towards my dream, like, it's kind of like showing other people that they're not alone and like it's possible, and trying to not make them envy me in a sort of way, and like trying to flex. And essentially like just trying to show them like it's possible. It's a good thing.
Yeah. I feel like for me, one of the biggest things is that I know there's so many people out there who need Timeless, the thing that we're building.
Yes.
And I just want to share that with the world.
Yeah.
It's the rule of give without any expectations of receiving back.
Yeah.
And I think that's what really drives me to post on my personal brand.
Yeah.
Show these clothes, really make it real, and because they need us.
Yeah.
They do.
So many different reasons as well. But
Yeah, I always knew that my almost like calling would be that a certain group of people would need me.
yeah.
That's not an ego thing. I just feel like I've been placed in that world to do that.
I agree. I feel like calling as well.
And that's why even when my posts get shit views, I feel like I'll just keep going because I know they actually need it.
Yeah. Yeah, so
And
you're not necessarily doing it for you.
There is a young version of myself out there that we have already signed multiple times. Not even in terms of age, could be in terms of age. And they just need us to really show them what Timeless is and buy into those beliefs, because I feel like if I had these beliefs now back in year 7 and I started secondary school with them, I would have had such oh my god,
Fucking hell.
I would have been so happy with going to school.
That's so true.
The person I am now, and just helping them become that.
Yeah.
because we deliver a service, but in reality
Yeah.
we deliver almost like a journey for them,
Yeah.
because we've been on that journey, and it's not like we're promising no failure.
Yeah.
We're just promising to make sure that all the mistakes that we made, we are there for them to help and fix, and make sure they don't happen
and prevent
them as well.
Yeah, I think on that as well is like another thing that I see timeless and as like a big belief is like no regrets. Like I don't fucking regret anything.
No, me
like
neither.
I am where I am now. So like a little bit how like I see timeless in terms of like three aspects in terms of like your past experience, the present moment, and then the future.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we're helping them sort of get from B to C in terms of the present moment to the future.
A to B.
But I think another thing that would really help, like the client relationship, the community, everything, is understanding the past experiences, and like what got them from A to B is really important, because I think that shapes the B to C, right?
Yeah, of course. And that's what we've kind of got to figure out. I think it will take a bit of time to figure out what that actually means. Maybe not the past to present, but the present to future thing.
Yeah.
I think for me, one of my rules was everything will happen for a reason, not everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Purely because of that value that we kind of set on call, that it's not just past to present, it's present to future.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important to realise.
Yes.
And no, I don't believe in God, but I believe that everything will happen for a reason.
Yeah, like I said this in my video earlier, like, and we're all here for a reason.
Yeah.
You just gotta figure out what that reason is.
Do you believe in God?
Don't know.
I believe in God, but it's not like anyone's perception of religion. I've never heard this perception before, and it's that, you know how there's a angel and a devil on each shoulder?
I believe in that 100%.
Right.
Like with my thoughts, I see them as angel and devil.
With religion, what is religion when you break it down? It's a belief in something.
Higher power.
No, if you just break religion down in a sense, religion is just belief in a collection of beliefs.
Yeah.
Right? I think that my religion is just believing in that future Richard. That is my God.
Yeah.
To me, I see that as just the peak Richard. And then
Wow.
the devil is the Richard who doesn't believe in any of that. That's how I live my life.
That's fucking unreal.
So if you want more freedom and less
Because
chaos, book a call with us today.
I am then in control of what I believe in.
Yeah.
Whereas if you believe in someone else's religion, you are not in control of it.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing.
And you also take every single mistake, every failure, you take responsibility for it.
Yeah.
That way. That's such a fucking good way of looking at it that I've never even thought of. Like, you take responsibility for everything, because a lot of people that believe in God, it's like my fate and like what will happen to me is in God's hands. Or like this happened because God put me in this position.
I did it.
Yeah. I did it. It was my fuck up. I earned this.
Yeah. And it also ties back to my belief in like just believe in what you believe, not what anyone else says.
Yeah.
I just could never buy into any other religion than myself.
That is what holds me back from religion and why I don't.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, like,
Fucking hell.
not to steal your fucking religion, yeah. But I relate to that, and I think that's a fucking really good way of looking at it. That's open my perspective.
And then you can kind of just describe and visualize that person, and take it one step further from manifestation, visualizing all that shit. It's like that is almost my God.
I see. Like, so when you see like the angel and devil thing, like I see, like with my thoughts and the decisions I make, like I'm not sure if this is what you mean, but like when I have like two decisions or multiple decisions, I kind of see the angel and the devil as like, angel is kind of like my calling decision, like what's true to me, or like the angel decision is like what's best for me in the long term. The devil decision is kind of like what's not best for me, like what's not true to myself, and also like what's better in the short term.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, is that what you mean, or do you mean something different?
It's that, but I think the idea of what's better for me in the long term, I don't know that. So putting together what that actually looks like in that sense of religion of right,
Yeah.
this is. I don't like to use the word God because I'm almost calling myself God in that way, but
Yeah.
almost that 100% version of myself and that 0% version of myself.
Yeah.
Instead of saying for me, instead of saying that's what's best for me, it's like that's him.
Yeah.
It's either I become him or I become him. Every single decision relies on that.
That whole thing is timeless though. Like that should be because like again like you've shifted my sort of perspective a little bit there. I want to incorporate that into timeless in terms of like timeless having that sort of belief as well, kind of thing, right? In terms of